Hi, grade 11 students. Welcome to Friday morning. As we get going this morning, I just want to say that I've appreciated the poll response from yesterday, as well as the discussion going on there. And I'm not going to give you my answer just yet as to what I think, but what I want to do is I want you to think about, between now and Monday, I want you to think about what is sound, first of all. What do you think it is? And secondly, I want you to think about, is there a difference between a sound wave and sound itself, what we hear? Is there a difference between a sound wave and what we hear? And if you think about those things and you all of a sudden want to change your response, I don't know if you can re-answer the poll or not once you've already selected an answer, but if you want to, you can try to do that, or if you want to, if you can't update the poll, but you want to change your mind, and you can certainly put that into the discussion. The discussion is open through the weekend yet. And so on Monday, I'll tell you what I believe. For today's lesson, again, I don't want to do too much. Actually, I'm not going to do any teaching in this. I want to direct you to your textbook. And in your textbook, section 15.1 is an introduction to sound. Doesn't necessarily answer the questions that I've posed in terms of you thinking about what sound is and is there a difference between sound waves, but it does give some information about sound and what sound is. And so I want you to read section 15.1 in your textbook. It's page 403 to page 408. And it talks about properties of sound and a little bit about detection of sound. And so as you read that today and through the weekend, if all of a sudden you want to change your mind on your poll answer, you can certainly do that. At the end of the section chapter, at the end of section 15.1, there's a small section on something called the Doppler effect. I want to spend more time on the Doppler effect on Monday. There's a formula that goes along with it and some examples. So read it, see if you can understand it, but if you don't, that's okay. There are some questions at the end of section 15.1, but I don't want you to do those yet. I want to talk about the Doppler effect, go through an example, make sure you understand it, and then I'll give you the questions as an assignment next week on that. So that's really it for today. I don't have much more for you today. I want you to finish up the things that you need to finish up. I want you to read section 15.1 out of your textbook. I want you to think a little bit about sound, what sound is there a difference between a sound wave and what we hear, and then on Monday I'll continue with a bit more of a lesson. And I do want to do a class chat early next week as well, so you can watch your email for an invite to a class chat where we can talk about some of these things as well. That's it. As we leave today, though, I do want to leave you with a verse. So I've been doing a devotional plan, and a couple of days ago, and what it does, it gives me a New Testament passage, an Old Testament passage, and then a psalm or a proverb. And so the other day, it's been working through Numbers in the Old Testament, and Numbers is not the most exciting book to read. But the reading that I had the other day was Numbers 6, and at the end of Numbers 6, there's a blessing. And so as you head into the weekend, now I want to read this to you, and may it bless you as you go into the weekend. And so Numbers 6, verses 24 to 26 says, "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace." So may you have peace as you go through this weekend, and we will see you again on Monday.